the last 1 month, there has been several attacks on Dalit community across the country, particularly in Gujarat. Last month, 4 Dalit youths were brutally assaulted by so-called cow protectors. This led to Dalit uprising across the country in Gujarat. Right now, we are talking to Mohammad Salim Engineer, who is Secretary General of Jamaat-e-Islami Hind. First of all, welcome to IndiaTomorrow.net. What's your brief comment on the Dalit atrocity, particularly the Una incident in which 4 Dalit youths were attacked by cow protectors?
We strongly condemn this kind of attacks, and particularly the recent attacks on Dalits in Gujarat, in Una, and they have been brutally beaten, and the video of that is being spread and made viral. It shows that the Hunda elements, the wounds, they are so confident that they want to publicize their crime, and they feel that they are not doing crime, rather they feel that they are doing service to the nation in the name of cow. So this is a very serious situation, and we condemn it. And this is a rise of fascism, it seems, that some people are considering themselves above law, and the law and order maintaining agencies and the government, they are silent over these attacks. So it is highly condemnable, and it's very serious situation in my opinion.
So you think that such attacks are actually harming the supremacy of law and order in the country?
Yes, it is. This attack is, of course, on Dalits, and earlier a series of attacks were on Muslims, and now also it's going on here and there. Some people have organized themselves in the name of protecting cows, Gorakshaks, and it seems they are doing a service to the nation. And the government also is not considering them as lawbreakers or the Hunda elements. And this kind of behavior and this kind of feeling that they are above the law, this situation is a very serious situation in our opinion.
Jamaat-Islami and you were among the first people and institution in the country who came up and condemned the Dalit attacks in Gujarat. Do you think that such attacks will actually harm the reputation of India as a secular democratic nation in the world?
Certainly. See, these attacks are actually attacks on our constitution. They are attacks on our freedom, which is being given by our constitution, and this is an attack on our pluralistic structure of the society, and this is an attack on the democracy of this country. So see, now every small thing happening here and there, now it spreads all over the world. This world has become a global village, and the media and social media is so powerful that the incidents are never limited to a particular area, but spread over. So it's certainly bringing a bad name to our country. So the government, our Prime Minister, our Home Minister, and all responsible people, they should think that this is bringing a very bad name to India, and it's shameful for us as Indians.
In the wake of Una incident, there has been a sort of Dalit uprising in Gujarat and in different parts of the country. So are you sure that such a Dalit uprising is going to lead a political change in the country?
See, it is a very natural that when you suppress some community continuously and a series of incidents takes place like this, and so this is very natural that the suppressed community or suppressed groups will rise and raise their voice, and it has shown in Gujarat a huge protest. They are taking place, and it is not only those people who are in the protest, but the whole country and the justice-loving people of this country, which are in large number, they are also in their support. Jamaat-e-Islami Hind not only supports this kind of voices which are against the atrocities, but our delegation, a joint delegation of all Muslim organizations, Muslim Majlis Mushawarat, in which Jamaat-e-Islami Hind's one of our secretaries was also there. They went to Una, they went to Ahmedabad, they met the victims, they met the families of the victims. So we, and not only we, but the whole justice-loving people of this whole country, they are agitated. And so I think if this phenomena goes on and this incident goes on, then it's going to create a lot of turbulence in the society, and it might result into some political outcome as well.
Right. As you mentioned that Jamaat and Mushawarat and some other Muslim leaders also visited Una and met the victim families. In the wake of the Ahmedabad massive rally, in fact, that is called to be a great display of Dalit uprising that was also supported by Muslims. Do you think actually there is a word like Dalit-Muslim unity in the media? So what do you think about it?
See, I think we should show the unity with all oppressed sections, whether they are Dalits or not. Now they are Dalits. Now Dalits are being oppressed. So we are with all those who are oppressed. In present situation, Dalits are oppressed. So we are with them, and we are against all those forces. We are going in fascist way, and they are taking a law into their hands. So everybody, and we call everybody of this country to stand up and show a solidarity with these weaker sections and backward classes who are being oppressed by these self-made, these Gaurakshaks and nationalists, they call themselves. But in our opinion, they are basically the lawbreakers, and they are bringing bad name to the Indian society.
Dalits, like any other human being, they are entitled to have a dignified life. What do you think? What has deprived them of this right?
We will be celebrating 70th Independence Day a few days later, and we have these in 7 decades. By our some laws and constitution, by reservation in the government jobs and reservation in political setup, their representation has been given, and because of that their level of life and their status has improved. That is true, but in society they have not got that dignity with any human being deserves. Still there are incidents of untouchability. Still there are incidents where they are not allowed to use a common well in the village. There are incidents where the Dalits are not allowed to use the same pond as anybody else is using, and there are several incidents. So certainly we as citizens of this country, we ourselves feel guilty that to a large section of the population, our Dalit brothers and sisters, we have not been able to give them the dignified status and dignified life. And we as Muslims, the Islam says that everybody on this earth, every human being has a right to have a dignified life. So this is our conviction and commitment as followers of Islam. But as a citizen of India also, we appeal to everyone that we all of us should try that our Dalit brothers and sisters, they should not feel deprived, and they should feel dignified. We should do it at the social level as well. And many of the activities, many times Jamaat also does that. We go to their homes and we eat with them, we dine with them, we sit together. This kind of social activities should also be encouraged in the society for that.
Thank you very much for talking to India.net.